Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Motorsport Manager. So we're just before the first race in the series, and in the last video, I done a little bit of setup, and I actually thought about it, and I want to change some things. So initially, I put intermediate tires, but I realized it's going to take a little while for the water to build up. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put super soft tires on both drivers, and I'm going to tell them to go very aggressive for their first few laps. Well, we don't necessarily need to tell them to go hard on the engine mode. But the idea being, we have them go out there while there's not a lot of water on the track and use up the super soft tires. And then when there's more water on the track, we'll get them in early on a pit. So they'll just chew these tires up, get them in early, then switch to intermediates. I think that's probably the better strategy because we have no idea what the weather is going to do later. I think we take advantage of the fact that there's not a lot of water on the track now. So let's go ahead and see if that strategy is going to pay off. So let's start our race. All right, so where are we placed? Nobody on our team yet. Let's just go ahead and scroll down ourselves. So we have 7th being Mustafa. Where's our other driver? Ugh, all the way at the bottom. All right, so that's unfortunate. Right now, because everybody's even, I guess I would just random draw. Maybe it had something to do with how well we did in practice. Although Mustafa, I think, did worse than Rogers, so it must just be random luck that he ended up in the back. Well, hopefully our aggressive strategy will pay off in this kind of pole position. So let's go ahead. So we're going to be trying to do a quick pit early. We're going to be watching Mustafa here because he's in the front right now. And we told him to be aggressive as far as his cornering goes. Looks like Rogers has already gained a couple places. So we're good there. Wow, we're already in 3rd with Mustafa here. So again, maybe the aggressive strategy early on here is going to pay off. But you can see the track grip is starting to go down as the water continues to build up. Wow, we're already in 3rd. I did not expect such an early start, but I have to keep in mind I'm going to be pitting here. Most everybody else is on soft tires as well, so I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of pitting. Oh, Rogers is back down to the bottom. So Mustafa's doing quite well here, although I don't know he's going to be able to hang with these guys too much longer. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and speed up here. All right, so he's immediately telling me that he wants to come in to pit. I agree with him. Probably a good idea. Where is he on the track? He's here. So yeah, this is a good time to go ahead and do that. Water is starting to build up. It's going to really be built up very soon here. So let's go ahead and do that. It's what he's asking for. And we'll go ahead and top off the fuel as well. And add a couple seconds on. Park condition, we're fine. We're just going to go with a balance stop for him. No reason to risk it. I am going to do fast with Rogers, though, because he has a discount. Pretty much what these different pit stop strategies are is you can cut off time, but you have a 16% chance that the pit crew will make a mistake and actually cause your pit to take longer than normal. So let's go ahead and have him pit. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with Rogers as well. We're going to do intermediates. We'll get him some fuel here. I probably should have been more aggressive with the fuel, as a matter of fact. And we're going to park condition here, probably fine. We're going to do a fast pit because it's the same risk as a balanced pit for him. So he shaves off 2 seconds by getting a quick pit. So I think that's definitely what we're going to go for. Let's go ahead and pit. So we were aggressive early. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's tell them to be more aggressive. There's no reason not to. We'll tell them to burn up the fuel that they have while they're still on the track. So let's go back to Mustafa. As soon as he pits, I'm going to tell him to be less aggressive than he's been right now. But let's get back on track here. All right, he's about to pit. We're going to slow down here, and we're going to change his strategy. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to pause here. We're going to put him on neutral here because we want him to last a little bit longer. And as you can see, pitting here, he's going to get passed quite a bit by anybody that isn't going to be pitting. Okay, here comes Rogers. Same thing for him. We're going to be telling him to do more neutral strategies. I think I honestly pitted a little bit early, but that's fine. Get back out on the track here. All right, so we're in 17th and 18th here. That's because there's other drivers that did pit. Oh, what happened to Mustafa's tires? They're at 75% already. All right, here come everybody else into pit. So we're going to be probably passing them pretty soon here. There they go. So we're going to gain some places. Fortunately, we're all the way back in the back now. So we were in 3rd, down to 15th. But some people are still running on softs. As a matter of fact, their tires are practically worn out now. So we will be catching up here. As a matter of fact, we're catching up naturally. Some of these guys because we have better tires than they do. Interestingly enough, the guy in 14th place did not pit. His tires are looking real bad. All right, so we're back in 6th already because of our pit strategy. And Rogers is in 10th. That's very good positioning for us. We probably could have gone more aggressive with our sponsorship because we're doing a lot better than I would have expected. Now, I'm being less aggressive on the tires, though, so I have to keep that in mind. I might go more aggressive here on the overtake because we have a lot of fuel in the tank, and his tires are looking bad, so I think we burn up the fuel and get ourselves a little bit of ground. Now the guy in 1st is in the pits. Guy in 2nd, I don't know if he already pitted. So the objective here is to try and capitalize with Rogers, have him keep out. And with Sadat, we're going to try and keep this position as long as we can. How's the weather? Still looking like it's going to be raining, although I do see the water dropping off. Maybe by the 10th lap. So let's go ahead and speed up a little bit here. We're managed to maintain 3rd pretty well, although we do have cars right on our butt now. Rogers is driving fantastically, considering his poor start. All right, we're getting close to probably considering a pit with Mustafa here. I'll probably have him pit next lap. All right, so let's go ahead and tell him to pit. And get him another set of intermediates for now. And we'll get him some fuel as well. I might back off on the fuel burning. And park condition, engine's a little rough. You do remember we put in that new engine that had a little bit less reliability than is standard. I'm going to be doing a balance stop for him, though. So it's going to be a 12-second pit stop. I'm going to go ahead and back him off of burning that out, but I will have him push it a little bit here. So we can take advantage of the tires while we can. Okay, so far so good. Rogers, I think, can stay out. His tires are not too bad off. I think he can go at least another lap, if not more. Okay, here he comes in for his pit. We'll bring him back down to neutral on his tires, although it might be worth actually eating them up because we're probably going to want to off intermediates because it looks like we're going to have sun here. So let's go ahead and have him eat up his tires. We'll have just a standard push. I might even have him straight up attack. Because we're on lap 10, and it will start drying up by lap 15. I think just a standard push will probably be fine. We can always increase that if we want to later. Okay, so Rogers is now in front, so we'll follow him for a while. We're on target for our sponsor. We have to be 13th or higher. And our back car is 13th, so that is looking promising. Rogers is doing very well. I think we have him... You know what? I'm going to have him stay out. And we will have him pit when weather is looking like it's drying off. So I will have him pit after next lap, and we'll put him on soft tires rather than intermediates, because it will start drying off very quickly here. Okay, so now is the time, I think, to pit him. So let me pause while I get the pit strategy going here. So we'll have him pit, and we'll put him on standard soft, and we definitely need to refuel him. Okay, and pit strategy again, fast. And I didn't do anything here, but his parts look okay. Strategy-wise, he's fine where he is. Okay, how are we doing on water on the track? It's starting to dry off, so I'm going to go ahead and have Mustafa attack his tires. And we may have him pit very soon. Maybe next lap. So I have him pass. Man, that pit is quick on Rogers' team. Okay, Mustafa's now in 8th. A lot of people are starting to switch to soft tires, so I think that was the right call. Mustafa, we're going to go ahead and tell him to pit, because I think it's time. We're going to put him on super softs. Fuel options. We'll get him some fuel. And then our park condition. Engine's looking rough, but I just want to show you what happens when we hit fixed park. 24 seconds. So that's not ideal. Honestly, you want to push these things. You want to just cross your fingers and hope you don't get knocked out. We're going to go balance, though, on his time, because his pit crew isn't quite as skilled as Rogers is. Or at least Rogers is more skilled, I guess, because it's more his ability. We'll go ahead and tell him to pit. Now, the safe thing to do is have the engine worked on, but you lose 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a long time. You go from 8th quite a bit down if you do something like that. But the risk we play is that his car gets knocked out here. I am torn on that, though. Fix the engine, don't fix the engine. We could always do that on another pit, though. So, we'll see. See, that new part, not quite as reliable as his old part, may cause some issues here. All right, well, we're continuing around for now. He's in 7th, but he won't stay there long because he's going to be pitting. Let's go ahead and speed up here. Rogers is in 15th. And just passed, so Rogers is in 10th. Let's go to him. So he's on... Oh, crap. You don't attack your tires anymore. Go back to standard. Thank you. So we're in 10th and 12th. That's pretty good positioning, in my opinion. Guy in first is on our butt and passes us. Not a big deal. How are we doing here? What's the gap? Mustafa's driving very well. As is Rogers. We're now in 9th. Tires are looking good. Fuel's looking good. How's our condition of our parts? Was a little bit concerned about that. Engine's still holding out. We're having a little bit of warning here. Yeah, sounding a bit unhealthy. I'm going to ignore him for now, but I am going to have him change his strategy here. We're going to attack the crap out of these tires to give him an excuse to come in early. And we'll just hope his engine holds out. See, that's the price you pay for putting in a new engine. Rogers' parts are doing okay. But he's just going to have to stay out for a couple laps. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed the engine doesn't go out on us. So Rogers is in 7th. Probably when Sadat gets to tire condition of about 50%, I'll have him go in and we'll fix that engine. Because I can't have him getting knocked out. But we'll abuse the tires while we've got them. All right, I'm going to have him pit after he gets past this time. So hopefully he can make it around one more time. Okay, we're going to go for it. I really hate this, but you're going to have to pit. We'll give you a new set of super softs. Might as well give you some fuel while you're in the pit lane. We got to fix this. We don't have a choice. And it's going to be a 27-second pit. Balance is fine with me. We'll go ahead and have you pit. I think it's time to just pay attention to Rogers from here on out. He's doing fantastic. We're good on tire life. It's unfortunate because Mustafa had such a good position. Was doing very well in the race. But he's going to go in now. He's going to lose a lot of places because of that stop. I'm going to tell him to change his strategy, though. We're going to go back to neutral. No reason to abuse his tires. I'm going to keep Rogers out at least one more lap. Okay, he's out of the pit now. Dropped him to 18th. He's not dead last, but that shows you the price of doing a part fix. Looks like the guy in 20th is far behind, and he actually has a chance of getting back into 17th. So we're in 3rd with Rogers, which is fantastic. Do I think about pitting now? I think we do. I'm going to get him another set of soft tires. And we'll get him fueled up to max here, which should give him enough fuel. Not quite max. We'll give him enough fuel that he can get around without running out of fuel. We don't need to do more than that, though. Our condition, he's fine. He doesn't need to fix anything. Of course, to go with the quick pit here. Rogers did a fantastic job, I think, for the most part. And we have a very good chance of, I don't think we're going to finish 3rd, but finishing decently, single digit. All right, so let's go ahead and continue here. We're going to go ahead and tell him, though, to eat his tires while he's going to be pitting anyway. So he can maintain 3rd as long as he can. All right, Mustafa did get 17th back. And he might be good on his fuel. We'll have to see how long his tires hold out. Okay, you can go back to neutral tires. Okay, he's going to lose some places because of the pit. But other people might be pitting as well. So we're in 8th. I can push his engine later, so no reason to do it now. Actually, how many laps do we have? I'll wait until the end of the race. We'll push then. Screw it. Go high. Give me some juice here. Get back into 8th. This is the one thing about having two equal drivers, is you really don't know who's going to be on top. All right, that guy's pitting, so we'll get some more going here. Yeah, I think we can really eat our fuel for now. We might even go overtake strategy. Mustafa's tires are looking a little rough, but I'm hoping he can make it without any more pit stops. Rogers, I think, definitely can make it without more pit stops. All right. Let's eat that fuel. This might wear his engine and gearbox, but they're looking okay. We got to get back into single digits. I mean, 10th will be fine. 10th and 14th would actually be really great for our first race. He's racing really well, though. I mean, granted, we told him to crank up the heat. How are you doing on fuel? I think you could probably crank your engine a little bit, too. Granted, we did just fix it, so hopefully it will hold out. All right, he's on 16th now. I got to watch the fuel, though, and make sure it doesn't drop too low. On Rogers here. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit, though. We're back into 9th. That's good. We've got rain coming, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I don't know if it'd be wise to pit. All right, hold on. His engine's starting to hate me. That's the price for running the engine too hard, is it gets eaten up real fast. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it. Do we pit him? Because the rain's coming back, and the last few laps might need it. Alternatively, we keep him out. And we just hope he can make it with the rain. We might just see what other people do here. Nobody else is going in. I'm concerned a little bit on the tires here. We only got 3 laps, man. All right, we'll do it. Switch to inner. Fuel you don't need. Pitch strategy. Go to balance. It's only going to be a 7-second go. Hopefully this will work for your car. We can't have Rogers pit. In my opinion, that's a bad idea. Fortunately, we didn't get Mustafa hit. All right. The other people are pitting. I'm going to keep Rogers out, though. There's only 2 laps. I don't think it's worth it. We had a little bit of a flub in the pit there. Cost me time. Maybe a couple positions as well. All right, it's time to thrash your tires, buddy. Okay, we're in 10th. We have a chance of taking 9th. There we go. Good job, Rogers. I think that's it, because the position between 8th is very far. This should be the last lap coming up. Come on. Let's go. You can do it. Mustafa got back up into 15, so that's fantastic for him. It's a much closer pack where he is. There's a little bit of a fight here. Let's get that juice going. You got to keep 9th for me, buddy. I know your engine's hating you, but you got to do it for me. He's right on your butt. All right, good job. Fantastic. All right, you can just eat your engine. Let's switch over to Mustafa here. He got into 14th. Fantastic job. I am very pleased with this race. We could have done better, but honestly, with the team we had, I think that's a fantastic effort by both of our drivers. We might have had some people get knocked out here because you notice how they're already finished, even though the guy in 16th hasn't actually gone around the checker yet. All right, well, Ja might be retiring, but he finished in first. Good job. But I'm very pleased with our first performance. That engine gave us some problems. I think Mustafa could have gotten a lot better positioning if we hadn't had to fix it. I was afraid that that switch might cost us, but we got our sponsorship. That's good. So this is the tire history here. We started on super soft. A lot of other people did that, although we were one of the first ones to switch to intermediates. Then we switched to softs a couple times for Rogers. Rogers did a fantastic job. I really like his ability to get those quick pits. That really helped. And unfortunately, Mustafa had to pit a little bit more, which cost him a lot of positions, and he did pit longer. Let's go ahead and go on here. All right, they're checking the cars to make sure that they all pass spec. Of course, we didn't have any risky parts, so there's no issue with us there. Go on here. So Rogers got us 12 points, and Mustafa got us 7, so that's going to give us a 19 total. There was a penalty, drive-through penalty, 1 penalty received. And more than likely, in the next race, we're going to be in the reverse order here. So Mustafa will be in front, and then Rogers behind him. So we'll see how that goes. And there's the point gap. And this is our team, total of 19. So we're in 6th right now. We're placed to finish in 8th. So if we maintain this point lead, that will definitely be improvement over what was expected of us. Okay, anything in the news about us? Fairly average performance for Archer BMR. They must be looking on enviously at Garuda Racing. Well, no, I'm not really, because they're going to lead the league. So excited some pee just came out. All right. Go Archer BMR. So a fan just peed themselves because we did so well. Okay. All right, well, definitely good results for our team. And mostly news about Ja and the fact that he won. All right, so finished 14th and 9th. We get a little bit of stat increases here. Mostly just morale. Big boost to Rogers. I guess he didn't expect to do quite so well. A little bit of a morale boost to Mustafa. Obviously, he could have done better. His engine kind of let him down there. And then our happiness and marketability went up. Our happiness went up a lot, but our marketability, slightly. That's good. The chairman's happiness, I mean. Okay, well, glad to see him improve a little bit. Now, obviously, he didn't improve because he has no potential. And we get $658,000 for the race. Mostly sponsors and chairman payments. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue. So we should be back in the green here. And the next event, or what is this? Oh, this is just the standings. Oh, okay, so these are the different series we're just getting the standings of. And then our series, we already know where we are. And we built our brakes, so we're good to use those as well. So in any case, I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. First race, I think, successful for our team. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.